awesome things of the week that we've all selected here. I guess I'll go first here. You notice something's back on my face if you're on the video version here.
You got a thing on your face.
I got a thing on my face.
Sork, you have something on your face.
Right there. My Google Glass came back in. Google Glass 2, I guess, is the official moniker for this.
Is there an electric boogaloo after it?
It should be, right? Wow. So basically, and I haven't looked at exactly. I don't think they have them really anywhere. The specs. Supposedly, there's a little bit of a spec bump to it, so it's supposed to be a little faster and everything. As far as what was included, I got another pair of shades to go with it.
Nice.
I haven't compared them to the last one to see if there's much difference. They attach pretty much the same way, where you like kind of spin them in the middle here, and they kind of wedge in, here. I got another bag, and it came with a new plug and USB, because I did have to send back the original plug and USB, which makes me wonder if there's a ampage difference between this, like how you go from like an iPad to an iPhone. The other thing is, you can probably see here, this little earpiece.
Oh yeah.
It's been kind of nice. I've been having it on here while I've been doing the shows. While we did the movie minute earlier, I'll take it off so you guys can kind of see where it is. It attaches to the USB port. I feel like I break it every time I pull it out. And that's all there is to it.
Oh, wow. That's incredibly tiny.
I'm going to lose this thing so bad. It is not lasting. They have a stereo version of this that will actually go to both ears, apparently for $85. But
$85 pair of headphones?
Okay, an $85 pair of earbuds?
Yeah, that's
a little much. But I mean, I guess considering the price point, considering how low people have them, they're not making a lot of these. So I guess considering the price of the device, that kind of makes sense. So generally, apparently I accidentally got the charcoal one, which is great, because actually when I was talking about, because this is the one where I can get the prescription lenses, which I can see, it looks like I can get them for as low as $100, which isn't too bad for like what is kind of a custom prescription lens, I guess.
That's not bad at all.
For something in this, and I did read a story, and we'll probably get to it here a little later, where somebody says they spent $600 for their prescription lenses. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. But I'm really looking forward to get away from this whole kind of clunky setup with these kinds of rims and everything. Sometimes in the morning I'll just put the glass on and say, someday I'll just be able to do this, and everything will be nice.
So you're completely over the self-conscious thing about wearing those around enough so that they could be your normal glasses?
Yeah, I think for the most part, like sometimes, like since I've gotten them back, I haven't bothered to wear them out. Like I had a lunch meeting today, and I don't feel like just going out in the cold. And also it's cold out. I'm kind of worried about wearing these things outside in the cold too. So I've been conscious of that. So I wonder about that. I think when I get my lenses, I'm going to have my regular glasses very readily available.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's definitely situations where the battery dies and I don't want to take these off and charge them, right?
Right.
So I think it's one of those where I have this bag that the glass goes in. I'm thinking my glasses go in here all the rest of the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In a case or something. It seems to make sense to me. Because until this thing, and we'll see how the batteries with this. So far, I haven't seen it go dead. But again, I've only had this since Friday, and I really haven't had much time over the weekend to do a lot with it. I've been trying to de-tech on my weekends lately. So there's that. As far as what's new in it, it loaded up everything pretty handily. Like I've had this before. Thank you, Riz. Wait, Mike, was that you?
That was me.
Mike, thank you for the ASCII pianist. Now that those are back on my face.
I figure I wanted to get your reaction live as we were doing the show.
Yeah,
nice
demoing.
work.
Thank you very
Nice
much.
work, Michael.
I guess it does feel kind of sturdy. Like I said, I kind of accidentally got the charcoal. I had the black before, and when they're like, "Oh, what color you want?" I picked charcoal. I didn't see a black, and I think I just kind of presumed. But like I said, my wife said that's the color that she thought I should go with the lenses, because it kind of looks nice. The other than the headphones, which the headphones make sense. I listened to a little bit of music. Tried to, of course, brought up some Stan Bush, The Touch on YouTube.
Right.
That's my kind of standard if I want to bring something up to listen to. But also let me get screencast up here so I can kind of show it. It's not connecting. Okay, I can't do that tonight. So there's the Wink feature. And I hopefully, it's not that can really, you can see my side since this isn't what I can bring up on my phone. But basically all it is, and it shows you a video, you kind of figure out the timing. So basically all you have to do is wink, and I'll show you here on video. So I just do this, and I just took a picture.
Oh, they did add that.
They
Holy
did add
crap.
that. So,
I remember we were talking about that when you first got to New York and how dangerous that could be.
yeah, this is officially creepy. This is officially creepy now. Because I mean, you can completely be like, "Hey, baby," and it has to be a very like,
Shouldn't Google at this point be trying to make these less creepy? Is that a reasonable goal?
I'm really surprised they did that. So at first it was like I remember outlining. It's like, no, look, if you're taking a picture, I have to do this, or I have to say, "Okay, Glass, take a picture."
Mm-hmm.
But no, not share with that person. So I mean, it was very outward that it needed to happen, right? Now it's when it works. when it works, when I figured it out, and that's it. I mean, I get a chime if I'd have to have it muted. It does pop up here, so there is that. But man, this is kind of a voyeur's dream, isn't it? At this point.
Wow. Okay.
I
think the last time I was on, we had a discussion about expectations of privacy and how those probably, if you're being realistic, how those should probably be diminished in this day and age. But that's a bit much.
I mean, now granted, it's a nice feature. If you take that out of the equation, you take the voyeurism idea out of it, which let's be honest, you can do it with this, but the idea that I can just look and just be taking pictures, it's there was videos before of like a paraplegic that was using these. Now she can take pictures. I think of a friend of ours that has problems reaching up and grabbing and stuff. Now he can. Yeah. That's one less thing he needs to reach up and deal with, or try to deal with his phone or something. It's I have my hands full, and I can do that without going through a command string with nodding your head. Okay, Glass, take a picture. Which didn't even work that time. It's a nice thing. But it's definitely, I'm glad they took this long. That we're like, because you can imagine if they had that feature right out the gate.
Oh,
this wouldn't.
Oh, wow.
That would have been the first debate.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the first debate now with this new one, because I remember when you were talking about that, I'm like, yeah, that just confirms I will never get a Google Glass for myself because I will get in trouble.
You just don't trust yourself, right?
No, I don't at all. Especially, God forbid, if I'm at a bar.
Yeah.
I can, if I'm just walking around the city, I'm not just going to go randomly start winking at people, taking their pictures. But it's almost like Jarvis, to the point where all you have to do is wink and you can have, face recognition.
And that's the other thing. And Google has said for a while, they have face recognition ready to go for this pretty much. They just haven't yet. Again, that creepy factor. So
yeah.
So again, it's that's the biggest kind of updates with it. I mean, it really did kind of suck down the battery when I first loaded it up, because when you connect it, it will go ahead, much like when you do an Android phone or now with iCloud, it just sucks down all the apps. So I just got screens on activating this app and this app and this app and this. It is nice though. They do have, and let's see if we can it's still actually up here. There's a Glass Next Steps when you start up. One is connect to your mobile phone, and it steps you through that. Add contacts. So it steps again, something I did before. Set up the on-head detection, the part where I take this off and it's upside down. It'll actually kind of turn it into kind of a sleep mode, so it's not still receiving messages and everything.
Yeah.
And the other one was set up Wink. So, and that's the nice, and I can't, the fun part is, I don't think I can get rid of this until I finish all the things, and I still haven't connected it to my phone yet. But other than that, it's nice to have this back. I've definitely missed it after that week there.